is the grind session. And that moment is now. This is the grind session.
Between Callaway, Mississippi, and Salesian College Prep out of California. Callaway is the home team on the scoreboard in white, trimmed in royal blue and orange. Salesian, the road team, in black, trimmed in red and gold. I'm Leroy Watson, joined on the mic by Casey Barksdale. And in about 30 seconds, we'll go to public announce for the starting assignments.
Good job, guys. You know, Coach Sanders is pretty lucky. You know, his jacket he's wearing tonight can double as a hunting vest if he decides to go hunting.
It could. You're right.
And he is here in Kentucky.
The home of the hunt.
The home of the hunt.
In the Mid-South, anyway.
Really excited to see Mr. Ruffin, see if he can string 2 days together that was as impressive as yesterday. Because you got to think, is it Salesian? Say that 10 times fast.
I can probably say it about 4 times
yeah,
fast.
Unbelievable. But you got to think they had an extensive conversation in last night's walk around or practice and today's walk around about, you know, not letting him get going, you know, early in this game, if at all. So, and this will be a traditional high school game.
Yes, it will. 4 8-minute quarters, 5 fouls for disqualification, no shot clock. And for anyone who doesn't know who Mr. Ruffin is, that's Deshaun Ruffin, number 24, who set the new Mustang Madness single-game scoring record, 42 points yesterday in a victory over Curry, Illinois. Salesian wins the tip. Salesian very methodical Callaway likes to get up and down. They like a little helter-skelter if they can get to it.
Man, I don't want to be critical, but we're 22 seconds into a game, and we've got a call on a non-basketball incident for a foul. I mean, it just bothers me. I don't know why, but we're 22 seconds into the game.
Well, I guess the referee feels like an infraction was committed. He doesn't care if it's 1 second in or 1 second before the end of the game. But I'm with you. I didn't really see that was an illegal screen. Guess who scores the first basket of the game? Deshaun Ruffin, three-pointer. Callaway on top of Salesian, 3-0. Three ball is good. Shane Bell for Salesian. Sean Ruffin, that three-pointer is short. Salesian chases down the long rebound. There's Salesian getting very methodical. They've had the basketball for almost a minute, Casey. Now a shot goes up and it's good. Javon McClanahan for three.
You know what is amazing watching this game? Early, that's going to be a charge.
Got to be. Got to be.
What's going to be amazing, or what's kind of interesting watching this game early, is how methodical they are offensively, but then defensively they press and try to speed you up.
That is rather
It's kind of the opposite.
paradoxical.
Yeah.
But I think they want to shorten the game. If you shorten the game, then Ruffin can't score 42.
There's a lot of action there. Players falling everywhere.
Shadrick Bolden with the rebound for Callaway. Deshaun Ruffin into the lane. Here comes the floater, up and no good. Jonathan Crumley had one tip, no good, and then we have a held ball. Arrow favors Callaway. Coach David Sanders campaigning for a hand to the arm foul. Just trying to plant that seed. Maybe it'll grow, maybe it won't. Ruffin, that was not a very good attempt. Jaden McClanahan running the show for Salesian.
Where's Salesian from, Leroy?
Northern California.
Okay.
Tray ball is good. Jaden McClanahan. Either Central California or Northern, but I think it's Northern.
I'm a little surprised the pressure is giving Callaway some trouble. That's a little surprising to me with the guards that Callaway has.
Almost stolen there by Callaway. So freshman Kevion Hunt into the game for Callaway. And number 20, DeMarshe Johnson in for Salesian.
A lot of stuff Salesian does is predicated off elbow.
It was almost a moving screen there, but he did get his feet set. Wow. Javon McClanahan with another three. Salesian has made 4 3-pointers to start this game. Shadrick Bolden tries to answer for Callaway. No good. Kawandrick Samuel with the rebound. No good. Samuel battling for another rebound. And in the scrum, the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Salesian Prep. Well, Salesian College Prep. Even though they're called Salesian College Prep, they are a traditional high school. They are not a prep school. Kawandrick Samuel called for his second foul. Team second.
Now, Salesian's made a couple subs. I'm curious to see how it affects offensive rhythm. Once again, a lot of everything they do is predicated off elbow entry. 3 for 3.
Another three from Javon McClanahan.
Somebody didn't read the scouting report.
No. I know Tyler Brinkman, we talked about him a little bit last night. Deshaun Ruffin with another three. Brinkman, number 31 for Salesian, is an extremely efficient basketball player.
Elbow entry.
McClanahan, they let him go again. No good. Rebound, Jonathan Crumley. 15-6, Salesian up by 9 over Callaway.
Let's see if they change how they guard the ball screen there. Did a good job there. Great find.
Kawandrick Samuel, baseline three-pointer in the corner.
Ruffin draws so much attention now off that ball screen after yesterday and then making 2 threes today. Did a good job of being patient, coming off and seeing the diagonal. Great pass.
Ruffin, no good. That was a wild attempt. Offensive rebound, Kevion Hunt. Too many steps by Callaway, and the basketball will go back to Salesian. I called the second half of the Salesian Curry game last night, and it's a very impressive basketball team. Very patient, very efficient, very methodical. I didn't think they would shoot it this well. They did not shoot the three well last night, but they're shooting it really well today. Blocked by Jonathan Crumley. Tray ball is good. Shane Bell.
I will say this, they make open threes.
But they didn't last night.
And I've been very impressed watching them share the basketball and shoot it. Great hustle. You're going to get a push in the back. Just got some information sent to me actually from Prolific.
Okay.
One of the coaches there. They're in Richmond, California. They play in the CIF, which is the California Interscholastic Federation, in the North Coast section. They're 15-0 currently.
Yes.
They're a small Catholic co-ed school with 400 students. A recent alumni is Jabari Bird, who plays for the Boston Celtics. Interesting.
Wow.
Played for the Boston Celtics.
Sean Ruffin with his third three.
I want to thank Coach for sending us that information.
I was pretty sure they were in Northern California.
Well, they're fun to watch play and how they operate offensively. And what's interesting is a lot of teams that play as methodical or as patient as they do, sometimes struggle scoring it. They got 18 points in 8 minutes. You're on pace for 80.
They are shooting it phenomenally, and it is so much better than last night, it's almost like it's a different team.
Well, you probably had some travel involved in that. Good move.
Ruffin drives the lane. He gets hacked.
But if you watch them offensively, they're looking for an elbow flash. If it's not there on ball reversal, he becomes the person who catches on the weak side wing, and then you get a back screen, down screen. That's where they're getting a lot of their action and the confusion is for Callaway.
Deshaun Ruffin makes his first free throw. He's already got 10. He makes the second.
Ooh.
So Deshaun Ruffin is on pace to break his record-setting performance yesterday. He's on pace for 44 right now. Let's see if he can maintain that. But meanwhile, Salesian on top of Callaway, 18-14 after a quarter. We hope you are enjoying day 3 of the 2019 Mustang Madness. This is a grind session event brought to you by Tanager Sports, live from Strawberry Hills Arena in McCracken County High School, Paducah, Kentucky. We'll take a break, and we will be back in a moment. Second quarter underway. Salesian with the basketball.
A lot of what they do, once again, predicated by elbow entry. That was a called set there. Elbow entry.
Watch number 13,
foul, right
Tejon Sawyer. He is a load.
He reminds me of a football player in a lot of ways. Big, strong.
Looks like
muscular.
an offensive guard.
Yeah, he does.
Or a defensive end. Deshaun Ruffin with his first foul. And there it is, Sawyer.
You know, they shot at 46.7% in the first.
Not bad. Kevion Hunt, no good. Rebound, Ryan Moore.
You know, the one thing that helps teams that play, you know, very structured offensively and the way that taking great shots, passing up good for great, is it helps in offensive rebounding because you always know the shot's going to be shot in rhythm and you know where it's coming from.
Yep.
A lot of times, like in that situation with Callaway where, you know, you don't want to say freedom or whatever, but he traveled there.
He did.
But, you know, when you come down and you go crossover shot, who knows you're going to shoot it? Just something to
Good
think
point.
about.
Tyler Brinkman, offensive rebound and stick back. Salesian pushes their lead back out to 8, 22-14. They have led by as much as 12, 15-3 early in the first period.
This is going to come down a little bit to what Callaway's role players do also.
Yes.
You know, Ruffin is Ruffin. And we saw yesterday he had to get them going early. Then he, you know, carried that on with a great performance. But it's going to come down to, you know, can their role players make wide open shots when they get wide open shots?
Wandrick Samuel with the dribble drive and the layup.
Elbow entry, high-low.
Sawyer, no good. Sawyer must have either had a 3-second call or he must have stepped on the line, one or the other.
You know, a lot of teams, you know, being a basketball fan and getting a chance to visit with a lot of different coaches and stuff.
Stolen.
A lot of teams that are methodical offensively have to spend so much time working on offense. A lot of times they play a lot of matchup zone. little surprised when you watch a team like Salesian, who's very, very talented offensively, very methodical. Them press you and play man and still, oh wow, got stuck in the crack.
And the arrow favors Callaway.
But it's interesting to watch them still guard you, man, which takes some time to work on, and they press you. And Callaway calls out play here. Let's see what they get out of there. I agree with Coach Sanders 100% right here. I agree with him 1,000%. If you're going to call that, and that's kind of knick-knack, then you've got to call the hold on the dribbler and on what happened on the handoff stuff. I completely agree with Coach on that right there.
Meanwhile, that's the second foul on Deshaun Ruffin. If you're Coach Sanders, you got to think about sitting him. Layup good, Shane Bell.
Now they're back to that full court pressure here. And I think Coach Sanders complaining got that call right there, or helped get that call.
Foul committed by Austin Johnson for Salesian. That is his team fourth. Basket good. Kevion Hunt for Callaway. 24-18. Salesian on top by 6.
Been a pretty well-played ball game by both teams.
It has. Illegal screen. That's the call I've been looking for, because some of these kids have not been setting their feet on those screens.
Well, I actually agree with teaching illegal screens, because it's a call that you're not going to get enough in the game to make a difference versus what the reward is from forcing closeouts or getting wide open shots. So I'm actually a advocate of teaching it. And if you don't believe it, just watch Golden State play. How many do they set in the game?
They set a lot
of illegal screens. Good floater there.
Didn't find the bottom of the net. Ball out of bounds, last touch by Callaway.
I was updated that not the national division, but the high school division, Salesian won the Chick-fil-A last week in South Carolina, along with Bella Vista. So we have both Chick-fil-A champions here. Well, they've really flowed from set to set very well.
Shane Bell, call for his second foul. Team 6th. .253 to go in the first half. Deshaun Ruffin still only has 2 fouls, but he has not been nearly as active. Right now he's got 11 points. Wandrick Samuel, offensive rebound shot blocked.
Thought he traveled there. It's one of the few open shots I've seen him miss off a great pass.
Yes. Comes Ruffin into the lane. Shut off the glass, no good. Foul committed by Jaden McClanahan, his first, team 7th.
You know, if you're Callaway, you got to be pleased with your defensive effort this quarter. You've held them to 6 points through 6 minutes of play.
But the problem for them is they've only allowed 6, but they've only scored 5.
Can't have everything.
Good point.
Now they go zone. Let's see if they get uncomfortable here. Once again.
Offensive rebound for Salesian.
Good pass. You know, they're getting great looks.
Marshae Johnson scores that one. Excuse me, Tyler Brinkman scored that for Salesian.
The one thing Salesian's been able to do is slow down Ruffin in this second quarter here. Off to a great start in the first. I think he had 11 in the first quarter. Been able to slow him down quite a bit. That's not a kick. That's actually inaccurate. Offensive team cannot kick the ball.
Well, that's a misdiagnosed call, man. I see it a lot where offensive players get called for that.
Offensive team cannot kick the ball unless it's purposeful. Incidental kicks only defensive.
Likely going to be the last attempt of the first half. I'm surprised they're not doing the screen and roll. And we've got a foul. It's like Ruffin will take 2.
I think that was a 2-pointer.
I do too.
That was a 2-pointer. It wasn't a 3.
The refs are conferring. And yes, they verify it's 2 shots.
Well, no, they're saying there's 2 seconds on the clock, I believe.
Oh, is that what he said?
0.2. Sorry, 0.2
0.2,
seconds.
okay. First free throw good for Ruffin.
I think if anything, if you're Salesian, you're going to go in, feel like you've played a pretty good half because you've made shots, but also you've done a great job of slowing down Ruffin after the first quarter he had.
It is halftime. And our score is Salesian 29, Callaway 22. So we'll take a break, and we'll get you ready for the second half in a few minutes.
Welcome back to the second half here. Salesian starts out with the basketball. Tried to get a back screen lob. Start out looking to get something easy to try to take this lead as close to double digits as possible.
I think Deshaun Ruffin is going to get more aggressive offensively again. Once he got that second foul, he kind of checked out.
Pretty good defense right there.
Very
though.
good defense. Jaden McClanahan.
I didn't
Ruffin
like that
got a
possession.
shot, but it was not a good shot.
So Ruffin shot it. Ruffin has shot it 9 times for the game.
And he's 3 out of 9, right?
I've got him at 4 for 9.
Well,
no, I've got him at 3 for 9. You're
yeah,
correct.
3 for 9.
That's
yeah.
correct. Correct. All of them being 3-pointers.
Jonathan Crumley called for his first foul of the contest. First foul against Callaway in the second half.
You know, the McClanahan kid who's at the foul line, you know, I think he's had a very efficient ball game. You know, I know I know nothing he does just jumps out and says, wow, you know, he's an unbelievable athlete, or wow, he's an unbelievable ball handler. But as far as from an efficiency standpoint, and you can't argue with the afternoon the gentleman's had.
He's the first player in double figures for Salesian with 10. He shot it well. He's made good decisions.
I can't begin to tell you how much money I've been offered for my Alabama shirt after that win over Kentucky. People are like, we really notice a winner, and you seem like a winner. I'm like, well, guys, I do support winners.
Jonathan Crumley with offensive rebound, and the second offensive rebound is in.
Great battle right there.
30-24 Salesian on top. Drive and kick.
Now, here's the one thing about Salesian, though. Very well coached, very good basketball team. I would be curious to see if this thing gets tied or gets really close, or they get down by a couple possessions and they really have to start playing. What happens? What happens when they have to do things they're uncomfortable with?
Kevion Hunt makes the tray ball for Callaway.
You know, he's been impressive to watch play. Strong guard. I think he's a freshman.
He is a freshman, just a freshman.
A couple really good freshmen here this weekend.
And Ruffin is just a sophomore, we can't forget. Lazo, tray ball, nothing but cotton. Jaden Lazo for Salesian.
Coach Sanders is complaining right now about illegal screens. Can't blame him. I mean, I understand it, but referee's not going to blow their whistle every trip on that.
He's looking for some consistency because we have seen some, I'm not going to call them tic-tac calls.
That's right.
But borderline anyway.
You're exactly right, but that's the reason the first foul of the game, 22 seconds in, can't be an illegal screen underneath. You just set the precedent. If you're going to call that one, you got to call it every time.
All day long.
Absolutely.
Ruffin, no good. He's now 3 for 10 from the three-point line. He wanted a foul. That's the other McClanahan. Jaden, no good. Lazo, no good.
Good rebound right
there.
That's a travel.
Yeah, he came down and, yep, that's a travel by definition. That was Manny Adeoye.
We're real big on definitions around here, Leroy. We want to be by the book.
Absolutely.
I think we're by the book over here.
I mean, because if you don't, then why have referees at all?
That's right.
Then let's just do it like you do in the backyard.
Let's just call your own and check it up top.
There you go.
I'm good with make it, take it, too.
That's the only way to go.
Absolutely.
If you're going to play that style. Oh, tray ball on the way. Shadrick Bolden, no good. Jonathan Crumley almost had the offensive rebound, lost it. And here comes Javon McClanahan into the lane.
Good move.
Scoops it up. No good, but we've got a foul. Two of them got a piece of them, so let's see who they call. All right. They gave that one to Deshaun Ruffin.
That's 3.
That is 3 on Ruffin.
I think you leave him, though.
Got to. I mean, you did in the first half.
No. Oh, no. There's 5. This game's got 5.
That's true. Right.
I don't think, your hand is pressured a little bit.
Marcus Bracey into the contest for Callaway. And McClanahan, meanwhile, missed that first free throw.
He's going to get a free one here.
Yes, he is. Lane violation. Now, that's perfect logic, isn't it? What are you watching the shooter?
That's right.
What are you watching the guy beside you watch the shooter? Simple concept. And McClanahan makes the most out of that free throw.
That's one of those points, though, that could always come back to get you a little bit.
It's always easy to remember the last-second shot that didn't go down or the buzzer beater. But what about all the little moments that led to that?
That's right.
Easy to forget that. Timeout. 4:31 to go in the third quarter. And our score is Salesian 34, Callaway 27. That's a 30-second timeout, so I guess we'll just stay here. And
did you watch the basketball tournament by any chance, Leroy?
which one?
The basket, I think it's called the TBT. You know what I'm talking about?
The 3-on-3?
No, it's 5-on-5, but it's like college alumni teams.
Oh, yes,
some of them are not even college alumni teams. Did you watch I think it's called the Elam Endings?
No.
Where they took at 4 minutes, whoever was leading the game, they took that number and added, I think it was, and I'll get Jesse to pull it up in a minute, but I think you add like 7 points to it, and you play to that number, and that's how the game ends. So it eliminates all the situational one-on-one. It's still basketball or two shots or whatever. It was really enjoyable to watch.
Sounds like it. Jaden Lazo with his first foul.
Jesse's not quite talented enough to use her spreadsheet and Google here. Well, we got a guy over here.
Well, you know what? She is the official book, so there's an additional pressure there.
You know, when we had someone doing the shot clock who got this game off, you'd think he'd have jumped right on Google, but he said, nope, guys, I'm watching my Tennessee Vols play. It's unbelievable. No support over here at the scores table. It's me and you, Leroy.
Well, I guess we'll have to Google it as the next dead ball.
I guess we'll run Google, we'll make the announcements. Jesse's pointing to my phone now. You didn't let me. I need your charger.
And Kevion Hunt.
The referee just told me 8 points. So that's the reason they're not focused on the game. They're worried about what's going on at the scores
listening to
table.
what we're doing.
This is the reason we
I didn't
get
even know
options.
he was paying attention to us.
No, he was.
That's kind of scary.
He thought we were ordering Chick-fil-A. I hope they're a sponsor. If not, they need to be.
So does that mean when we are dinging them for what we call
Absolutely.
tic-tac fouls, they're hearing it?
Absolutely. He hadn't ever given me a technical.
Tyler Brinkman back into the game for Salesian. Last night, Brinkman was extremely, extremely impressive to me, even though he didn't put up a lot of numbers. But very efficient basketball player, very good decision maker. And he was really a glue guy for this team. When he was on the floor, they really looked much better.
You know, been pretty impressive to watch Callaway with Ruffin on the bench be able to cut into this lead.
Yes, they're down 5.
I thought they're down 5. I think they were down 7 when he went out. I could be wrong on that.
They were. Javon McClanahan being guarded by Kawandrick Samuel. There goes Brinkman. Nice pass. Lazo.
Great pass.
He drops it off.
Great pass. Right call.
Manny Adeoye, and he is fouled by Jonathan Crumley. That's the second on Crumley. Third on Callaway. And Manny Adeoye will go to the free throw line and shoot a pair. He is scoreless so far on the afternoon.
I didn't even know Tennessee still had a sports program.
Yes, they do.
Their softball team's really good. That's right. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I know you got that nice Tennessee shirt on. I'm just kidding with you.
Their women's soccer program is really good,
Unbelievable.
too. And I'm not even being facetious. It really is. Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
How's their hockey program?
They don't have one.
Oh.
Adeoye makes the
Their
second.
hockey program and football program won about the same number of games this year, didn't they, Jesse?
Oh, that hurt.
We're
Casey.
just kidding with you. No, we know they're good.
35-29.
Oh, me.
Bracy for three, no good. Rebound, Brinkman for Salesian.
Now, it does.
Trey ball.
I'm surprised he
short.
shot that quick.
Yeah.
I was about to say this is when it gets hard if you're Callaway, because to be honest with you, 6 is actually probably 12 when you're down 6 because of how meticulous they are on the offensive end. Callaway shot it for the game 28.5%.
Not going to cut it. Not going to cut it. So Tyen Benfield just entered into the game, puts up a shot, and he missed it. Excuse me, that's Jordan Brister. And Brister gets the rebound. Oh. It's stolen and stolen back. Shadrick Bolden. So Kevion Hunt take his time and walk it over the timeline. He gives it to Shadrick Bolden, guarded by Tyler Brinkman. Over to Kawandrick Samuel.
Tough jumper there.
Wow, Jordan Brister. You want to talk about a volume shooter. He's been in the game 45 seconds. He's put up 2 already. Oh, Trey ball is good. Jaden Lazo.
I think you've got to go back with Ruffin. Here he comes.
Got to. Kevion Hunt spins into the lane, up and no good. He got bumped twice, so who they going to call it on? That's on Tyler Brinkman. Brinkman's first. Team third.
You know, 2 big free throws right here to kind of stop the bleeding a little bit.
Yes. Hunt misses the first.
Now I'm going to say this. I think you pull Ruffin back here on this defensive trip and hope for another dead ball, if it's me.
Absolutely. You've got to protect him. You've got to keep him on the floor the rest of the way. All right, so Kevion Hunt makes the second. He comes out, replaced by Deshaun Ruffin. Brinkman is short. Rebound, DeMarshe Johnson. Jaden Lazo for 3.
I think Coach Sanders is going to be upset here. Coach Sanders is going to be upset here.
So Callaway's inability to secure a defensive rebound has them facing their largest deficit of the game, 11 points, 41-30 with 1 minute to go here in the third period.
I think Coach Sanders just offered to buy the referee a hamburger at the hospitality room.
He's got to do something.
I think that's what I understood him say.
Really, right now, Callaway is showing their Achilles heel. If Deshaun Ruffin is not scoring, they are not scoring. And that's a problem because nobody's hot all the time. I don't care who you are. Stephen Curry has his off games. Michael Jordan had his off games. Kobe Bryant had his off games. Well, they are predicated on Deshaun Ruffin scoring points.
That's right. But also I think, too, there's pluses to the way Salesian plays the game offensively because if you're Callaway and you're dependent upon players making plays, which is a lot of what they do offensively, your offense doesn't generate a ton of easy baskets for you. So if your players aren't making plays, it's harder to score, which is what you're seeing here. Coach Sanders wanting a foul there because he did get up in him a little bit.
Whereas, by contrast, Salesian system
produces shots, but also produces some easy baskets and some scoring opportunities. Maybe when players aren't making plays.
It's a great contrast. So that begs the question, Casey, would you prefer to have a great system with guys who can make plays or great individual players?
It's a great finish right there. Great finish.
Jordan
he got it
Brister.
off. Oh. So today's player who's highly recruited, you've got to have a combination of both. I think you need a few sets to be able to get you some stuff. But then I think today's player wants to be in an opportunity where they have the freedom to go make plays. Does that make sense?
It does. So we'll be back for the fourth quarter in just a moment.
Here's something pretty interesting. An interesting stat, just glancing over here at Jesse's computer. Callaway for the game from the field's 29%.
Wow. And that's just not a way to win a game.
Oh, he got hit.
Ruffin will take 3 free throws. Brinkman picks up fouls on consecutive plays. That's 3 on him, 5 on the team. And to the line, shooting 3, Deshaun Ruffin. Ruffin is scoreless in the second half.
I don't know how many shots he's taken in the second half.
2.
2?
And he missed both of them before he picked up that third foul. Oh, wow.
Once again, a shark
Deshaun
attack.
Ruffin has blood.
Just change his jersey real quick. I think
Very
they had
quickly.
to give him time to.
So we're about to have a number change. No, they're going to
No.
clean it off. Okay. I would have got one of them kids who ain't going to play. Son, give me your jersey.
Son, you want to contribute to the game?
But wow,
You-
it came off real quick.
got it.
Okay.
You want to earn that steak and hamburger you're going to eat tonight?
That's right. Ruffin makes his second.
You know, Coach Sanders has done a good job talking to our friend over here, the referee. He's made several calls for Coach Sanders coming down this stretch. Coach has done a good job with him.
He has.
Now here's a different set right here.
To Marshae Johnson. No good. Ruffin with the rebound. Oh, I saw that. He caught a bow right to the rib cage. I don't think he should have taken that shot that quickly.
No.
A, because, you're not in any sort of rhythm. And B, you just got caught in the rib cage. You can't be ready to shoot.
I'm impressed with not impressed. I'm a little shocked, I guess, at how quick Salesian is shooting the basketball. Up 6. That's a double dribble.
Now he stepped on someone's foot, and I think Ruffin just tweaked his ankle. Coach Sanders is just telling him, you're all right, calm down. Going to be okay. Just relax a little bit. Plenty of time left, 7:04. It's just a two-possession game, 41-35. Kawandrick Samuel spins into the lane. Shot is good. Kawandrick Samuel with 7 now.
Notice the other McClanahan's been out for a little bit. Not
Quite a while.
totally sure. Here he comes right here as we're talking about that. Wow, looking for
Almost
a foul
stolen there by Brister.
A lot of California fans here.
And they're making themselves heard, too. Foul on Kawandrick Samuel, his 3rd, team 4th. And Jaden McClanahan to the free throw line, shooting 2. Oh, wow. Man, that free throw looked bad.
I'm anxious to see here if they come back with Ruffin on this attempt right here.
And, yep, Coach Sanders nudged him to the table. So Ruffin comes in, replacing Marcus Bracey. Kawandrick Samuel will bring it up. This is kind of unusual for Callaway. Trying to take a little wear and tear off Ruffin, I think.
Wanted to get him off the ball a little bit.
Yep. He forced that one.
I agree.
Offensive rebound, Kevion Hunt. Another offensive rebound, Kevion Hunt. He kicks it to Brister. Free throw line
made a couple.
shooter. Yes,
and
he
you
has.
called him a volume guy. He's 2 for his last 2.
He is. He's not afraid, as they say in the hood, to jack that hoe up.
Oh.
Sawyer, no good. Rebound, Sawyer.
Salesian needed that right there.
Yes, they did.
Kind of keep it. They need to keep it at 5.
Yeah,
if it gets tied or whatever, I do give the advantage to Callaway just because of the man with the ball right now.
Oh, beautiful work.
What a move.
Deshaun Ruffin. That's his first 2-point basket of the day. And only his 4th basket, period. Everything else has been free throws.
He hadn't went to the rim much.
No, he has not.
He missed one earlier where he kind of spun it and then
over and back.
And then he right there. So he really hadn't shot very many 2s.
He's been to the free throw line a lot, though.
He has.
And
I think I've got him at 9 for 9 from the free throw line.
Correct.
But he's only 3 for 11 from the 3-point line.
But, that's what happens when you play a game like his. You're going to have your days when it's just not falling.
That's right.
Shadrick Bolden for 3, no good.
That's one of those where I'd like to see the ball at the rim if you're Callaway.
Yes.
Driving it to the rim.
Salesian clearly does not have the foot speed to stop Callaway when they're going downhill. So take advantage of that. This is the bucket.
I like what Salesian did right there.
Yes. Tejon Sawyer.
And that forced Callaway's hand. Here comes their big guy back.
Kawandrick Samuel steps out of bounds. I think Ruffin has to concede now. Look, my shot just ain't falling. I've got to find something else to do.
Right.
But that's not a shooter's mentality. The shooter's mentality is the next one's going in.
And I don't know if he's wired that way.
I'm with you. I'm definitely with you.
But here you go, high-low. Great cut. Oh, got pushed
wow.
in the back.
Yeah, Shane Bell should have been going to the free throw line on that one. Instead, it's Callaway basketball. Down 5, 46-41 with 4:14 left in the game. Oh, whoa.
It's got to be charged.
No, he called block.
Coach Sanders has done a great job with that young man right there. The official.
He really has.
Boy, he has done a great job.
Tajon Sawyer called for his first foul, 6th team foul. Ruffin makes the first. He's now 10 for 10 at the line.
I do believe Coach Sanders will be buying him a hamburger or cheeseburger in the hospitality room. Those things are quite pricey, too.
46-43, Salesian still in the lead.
It's a big trip for Salesian.
McClanahan into the lane. He
Great
spins it
move.
in. Whoa, did you see the spin on that?
I'm waiting to this thing to get to a point where Salesian kind of takes the air out of it a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's about time for them as much as it is score. So is
Agreed.
the number we're up 7? Is the number we're up 8? What's the number where they really become methodical? I didn't like the angle of that ball screen with who was involved in that ball screen.
Kevion Hunt misses his shot. You know, Casey, this is starting to feel like a live by the sword, die by the sword type of game. Callaway's going to go down doing what they do. They shoot the 3.
A turnover that I didn't expect right there.
Jaden Lazo back into the game for Salesian. Still just a 2-possession game, 49-43. Ruffin, tray ball is good. Well, I tell you, next shot's going to go in. That's what shooters think.
Well, and that one had a little more arch on it than the other ones. The ones he's missed have been rather flat.
And you know, I wouldn't put it past him to have mentally made that adjustment. I need to get a little more arch.
They've kind of got you spread out here now.
And now they're going to take some air out of the ball.
There you go.
2:42 to go.
And maybe it is a time situation.
Oh, what a block by Jonathan Crumley. What a clutch play.
This one's going up.
Oh, yeah. Nope, it's short.
Flat.
Rebound, Kevion Hunt. Tray ball, Jordan Brister, no. And Kawandrick Samuel with another rebound. And he gets stripped. That was poked away by Jovan McClanahan. And so now the McClanahan brothers will bring it up front into the front court.
Here's the diagonal back screen.
Brinkman, oh, this is a bucket. Oh, what a pass by Tajon Sawyer. Jaden McClanahan with the finish. Ruffin, that's good. That was good the second it left his hand.
Now, here we go.
51-49. I'd say at this point that Salesian does not want the winning score to exceed 54. That's what I would say at this point.
But they've driven it into some bad spots. Oh, he turned it over.
Turn it over.
Oh, what a behind the back.
Jaden Lazo.
What a move.
Oh, what a play by Jaden Lazo.
I thought Salesian would take a timeout there.
Well, and of course, Coach Sanders was calling for timeout at one point.
A turnover.
Stolen again. Jaden McClanahan.
Now
it's good.
here's the timeout. There it is.
Self-inflicted wounds there by Callaway. They virtually gave the ball away on the sideline. Then Ruffin throws a crazy pass that was ill-advised. And just that quickly, a 2-point deficit balloons to a 6-point deficit.
Now I think if you're the only three that Ruffin gets, and I don't even know if he gets a three. You may run two at him, but the only three he gets is when he comes down, and it's a one-on-one, in and out, walk you in, pull up three. If there's a ball screen involved, he's doubled. Do you agree? Do you agree with that?
I mean, that's what you better do if you're smart.
Well, I consider myself pretty smart over here, especially being I got a headset on.
That's pretty simple strategy.
I haven't made a mistake yet sitting over here.
I mean, there's nothing else you can do strategically that makes sense.
No, I agree.
In this situation. And you're going to make somebody else not even beat you, make someone else contribute
well, now,
to the comeback.
Right now you can run and jump him. But if you wait, I don't think – right here, double
Brinkman
him.
is gonna,
Double
oh,
him.
wow.
Double him.
He was slow coming off the screen.
Can't let him get that.
And Brister is fouled. Did you hear that?
What happened?
The ref says black. He didn't block him, but we're going to shoot two. Little levity from the referee there. Jordan Brister makes the first.
All right, so now I'm curious to see if Callaway extends the pressure. Now, they got 3 timeouts left.
You've almost got to.
I think you take one to set up your defense. You don't have to use a sub to set it up.
Good point. And I think that's what.
Nope.
Oh, I thought he was telling the ref he wanted one.
Yep.
If it goes. But
There's
he
a
didn't.
trap there. There's a trap. Good job of handling it. Oh, he turned it over.
Wow. He just.
Uh-oh, big shot. Big shot. No.
No good. Big rebound there by Jaden McClanahan.
Great pass.
Oh. I didn't see that one. Not saying it didn't happen. I just didn't see it, Casey. But they called steps. Traveling against Salesian.
Now, if I'm Callaway, whatever happens, I'm getting to the rim. I've got timeouts.
I'm thinking of the Ruffin factor. If Ruffin is open for 3, he's going to take it, whether coach tells him to or not. That's just the way the kid plays. I don't see anything that tells me he's going to do anything different than that.
I mean, right now in our huddle, we are having a spelling contest, and it's R-I-M, rim, R-I-M. Here's why. You're in the bonus, number 1. So now you make the referee make a call. If it's 2 shots, you're still in the bonus.
I hear what you're saying, Casey. I've been around too many kids.
I know.
If
but
the 3 is
rim,
open,
R-I-M,
Ruffin is going to take it.
rim. I may even bring the cheerleaders over to cheer it. Give me R. Well, those barbecue nachos look good. He didn't
like cheese,
He didn't bring me any of them.
He can keep
Put a little barbecue sauce, a little ranch dressing on there. Woohoo!
I've got to take the cheese off. I hate cheese. I'm not lactose intolerant. I just hate cheese. But all that good-looking barbecue did look good in there. 16 seconds to go. They are face-guarding Ruffin, trying to deny him the basketball.
Too
Kevion
long.
Hunt. Oh, yeah,
Too
taking
long.
way too long. Way too long.
Too long. Got to the rim.
Brister, no good. Kawandrick Samuel, and there's 0.7 of a second left.
Took too long.
Way too long.
Now you got to face guard everything.
Got to foul immediately. Oh, you know what? They're dead meat, man. They've got 5 fouls. So even if you foul immediately, you've got a foul to give.
at the end of the day, with .7 left,
Yeah,
even if you were in the bonus, a foul does you no good because you're going to run .3 off the clock as soon as they catch it. There's no way around that. Your
Right.
only chance is not to let it in. That's the only
Or
chance
to
you've
get a
got.
steal on the
That's
pass.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And even that's dicey because you got 0.7 of a second to get a shot off. But where there's roughing, we'll see.
So now, all right, I've got 4 timeouts left if I'm Salesian, right? In this situation with .7 left,
If you have any problem getting in,
that's right. But if they don't guard the inbounder, let's say they don't, I'm throwing it to the baseline. I'm bringing someone into the out of bounds, throwing it to them. Then they're throwing it to me as I enter. If they don't guard me, I still might do that one time just to see how they guard it. Right here,
I'm
let's see.
throwing a home run ball. I'm putting
Well,
2 guys
the
in
way
the corner.
the way they're here comes now right here, step him out of bounds.
And timeout.
No, he called a foul. That's an intentional. Well, no, you can't shoot. That's only 6 fouls.
The foul is on 0. Marcus Bracey, his first, team 6th. So Coach Sanders must have cooked this up that they were going to get fouls with no time coming off the clock.
I mean, there has to be some sort of action towards the ball for him to foul him and it not being intentional.
Agreed.
By rule. Coach Sanders
Sanders
agrees
heard
with
you.
me.
Yeah,
He has to make some direction, and then you get the hold, and it's not
but
intentional.
he's like, hey, I'm going to take it. They gave it
He
to
took it. I can't blame him. He did it right.
me. He's telling us to hush. And that's what I would have done.
Now, he played it right. There should have been a foul before he ever caught the ball. No time went off the clock. Look at there. No, can't come over and do it. That's right. No, you did it right there. That's got to be a foul before the ball ever came in.
That is the 7th team foul. 0.5. They're going to take 0.2 of a second off.
Coach Sanders, don't worry about it. If you worked that guy good enough tonight, he's been good to you right here.
So to the free throw line, Jaden McClanahan shooting 1-1. This is it. This is the game.
If you make the first one, do you miss the second one on purpose?
No.
No.
I'd much rather make them have to go 92 feet.
That's fair. They've got 1 timeout left.
Oh, he missed it. And did it count? Tyler Brinkman got the rebound. And they gave it to him. So
Great ball game, though.
what a game. They really picked up the pace there in the fourth quarter. But our final score is Salesian Prep 57, Callaway 53. So we're going to clear the gym, and we'll get a little bit of time off. But, yeah, it's got to be one of the McClanahans. Either Jaden or Javon. But, yes, we're going to clear the gym. We'll take a short intermission. And when we come back, it'll be the Rock School versus Prolific Prep. We hope you are enjoying the 2019 Mustang Madness live from Strawberry Hills Arena, McCracken County High School in Paducah, Kentucky. All right, so I'm here with Jaden McClanahan, player of the game, and Salesian just pulled out a 57-53 victory over Callaway. Congratulations, first of all, Jaden. Jaden, you guys have come almost 3,000 miles to play some really good competition. Mm-hmm. How different is ball out here versus back home in California where you play?
The pace is different. Like, these teams out here like to push the break, press a lot. A lot of teams back home, they don't really press us a lot. Like, they sit back in the 2-3. Most of these teams press, try to get the game flowing fast.
How difficult is it when you've got a one-possession, two-possession game? You're just hoping the clock ends, but you still got to execute. What's going through your mind in situations like that?
Mainly executing on offense, obviously, but really the key for us is like defense. We can get stops, but we got to get the rebound though. So like our main key always every game is box out. If we win the rebounding like war, then we should be able to win the game.
It's been a pleasure watching you guys the last 2 games. Congratulations again on a great performance.
Thank you.
All right, so we're about to clear the gym, and we'll come back with the Rock School versus Prolific Prep.
Yes.